If I were given that money, I would work on developing scholarships to bring in a more culturally diverse student population from Missouri State. I just think that we don't have a very diverse campus as far as the student population goes for the student body, and I think we could really see people from more foreign countries and different races and backgrounds, and just really have a more full experience for every student that comes to Missouri State.
Establish a medical school along in the same university, because I think that's the only thing which is not here, and maybe I will use most of the money for the health of the student, to improve the health or whatever, to improve the health education, because basically I'm studying in public health, so most of the intention is to improve the health of people.
Well, first I would help fix up the art annex. A few semesters ago in my communication class, this one woman gave a speech on it, and it was really dilapidated, and that's always just kind of stuck in my mind. Then I would also help expand the commuter parking, because there is nowhere to park whatsoever in those parking places. And I don't know, maybe help give books, textbooks, to students that really can't afford it. Just kind of give back to the students with it.
I would pay it to our teachers, because our teachers aren't making enough money here. They're paid consistently lower salaries than teachers at other universities, and that needs to change, definitely. We would get a higher quality of teaching, and we would get better teachers, and I would also hire more to expand the different degree programs. I know we don't have we don't offer a PhD in psychology, for example, and we definitely should. We should get on that.
I would donate the funding toward the non-sport competitive what are they called?
Organization.
Extracurricular activities, that sort of thing. Like, I hear that there's all kinds of interesting things that we compete in, and I don't know anything about them, and I would like there to be just like better recognition and better funding, so that they're able to compete to the best of their abilities, just like everybody else on campus that has the funding for it.
If I had $67 million to improve Missouri State University, I'd use it to make our campus more sustainable. I'd try to get us off the power grid using alternative fuels or alternative energy sources like wind or solar energy, and other green measures.
Well, basically invest it into better hospitality facilities, because the food around here is kind of lacking. Just make it decked out,
I think universities have to start taking initiative for sustainability. I think that's a really good initiative that other universities have taken. Our president actually hasn't signed the greenhouse emissions to reduce greenhouse for universities, and I think that's a really important thing that we have to start doing. So I would take my $67 million. I'd probably buy a Prius, first of all, and then I'd also spend it on some things around campus. One of the biggest things that we can do is some of those compact fluorescent light bulbs, and I think that's a really good start. That's something I would do first of all.
Well, we're both members of the musical theater department, and we were just chatting about it. We're going through a really rough patch with our department, and a lot of teachers are leaving us, and a lot of students are leaving us, and I think if we had more funding to get better teachers, that were actually professional, but were paid enough to go here and give up professional work, I think that it would be a better department.
And I think a lot of to get better facilities for us. We only have a couple classrooms for our dance classes, and they're older classrooms and buildings. We use most of our classes are in Sislif, and that's getting gutted out next year. So just money for better facilities for us, because we're a strong department, we're a growing department, and it would be great to have the money to
bring
represent
people
that.
in, represent it.